Hey guys, welcome to another video. I just want to make a short 8-minute video about how Minecraft Redstone works. I'm not going to go into Bedrock or Java specific, so I won't be talking about quasi-connectivity. But I hope you enjoy. Redstone's really simple in the way it goes down by 1 each time you go and trample new blocks. So it goes down each time, 13, down to 12, and goes so on. All the way down to 0. If we turn this on, you'll find that Redstone can travel all the way up here and through, no problem. And it's because it's a non-solid block. It's a slab. And you go for here, it can't go through because it's a solid block. Won't go through. Now, from the look of this, when you turn it on, it should be powering that piston over there, but it's not. The reason why is because it's not connected directly. It just goes by it. So you gotta break this, put it over here. Now you're gonna have a direct connection to it. Buttons are pretty simple since, wood only just has a longer pulse time than stone. Repeaters are kind of a necessity for any project, Since look over here, this ain't powered on, it's not got enough pulse to it. But if we just add a repeater, it acts like a brand new power source. It just kind of refreshes the power. Very handy. Repeaters also have a different function where if you right click it, it'll give you another kind of delay to it. The more you click it, the higher delay. I'm pretty sure that for every one click, it's 0.1 seconds longer. So, as you'll see behind me, got a whole row of them with 0.5 seconds each. Let me just turn this on. There's a super long delay to that. But, if you flick it off, it'll also have a long delay back. Redstone torches act like any power source like normal, power whatever line it's connected to, no problem. But they have a special thing. If you look over here, if you have, let's say this on the side block, you put this on, it turns it off. Now, it won't turn it back on. It's because the power line is above the redstone torch. But if I walked over here, flick this on, it won't turn off the redstone because it's not above it. Now, pressure plate's pretty simple, like always. Walk on it, turns on. Voila! Put an item on it. Voila! Turns on as well. Now, the stone pressure plate is kind of unique. Step on it, power's back on, but something interesting happens when we throw an item on it. Nothing. Nothing at all happens. Now, it doesn't matter how much I throw onto here, whether it's billions or quadrillions, will not turn on at all. At the golden pressure plate, if I put an item on it, C gives out an output of 1. And when I put on a new one, it gets another. Oh wait. Okay, it doesn't work with the same item. Let me go to one. There we go. If you put it on, it'll keep increasing for every new item on there. Until you get to whatever you want. Even pressure plates work on it. Oh, I guess I missed. Now, looking at the iron ones, you see, same setup. Get an item, throw it on. Voila, one output. Throw another one on. Nothing happens. Weird, right? And it'll only go up by 1 for every 10 items on it, or entities, whatever you want. That's how it works. Now what we got here is a sticky piston and a normal piston. And both really much do the same thing. When you press it on, both push, pull it back. Now, something interesting happens. You put these on here, power it on, and power off. Only the sticky piston brought it down. It's really nice. Tripwires are inherently very, very simple. It's just string, and you just hook it up 2 blocks up to the redstone. You step on it, and it turns on. When I step off, it turns off. Very easy. Now it's just 2 hooks with string in the center. That's really all it is. You break it, power on. Put it back, nothing happens. Now, if I threw an item on it, bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Now, I've fallen prey to these things multiple times in the past. And here's a normal chest, nothing different, Open it, nothing happens, doesn't activate the dispenser. This, it has a red outline around it, very faint. If I open it, it activates the dispenser. Daylight sensors are kind of useful in situations if you want something to be timed. It goes by the sun over here, It'll activate during sunlight. Now, if I set it to 9, boom, turns off. It's pretty simple, and if you right-click it, it'll change its mode. Over here, you'll find the droppers and dispensers. They look very, very similar. But, as you'll see in a second, they have very distinct roles. This dropper drops whatever item it holds. Very simple. See? The dispenser will activate whatever item it's holding. Lightning rods are very self-explanatory. When they get struck by lightning, they'll activate whatever's near it. Target blocks are pretty cool. Let's see one sec. You can see I got this line down here. I activate how much output it puts. I shoot right here. Boom, only 2. And I only shot it right here on the very edge. Now you can see you got 2 right here. Let me reset this real quick. Put this right here. Now, if I go back, let me wind this thing back up. I'll shoot the center real quick. There we go. Now, you'll see it powered at much higher output than normal because I hit the center. Now, I've set this up over here so you can see. And this goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth over this little guy. Now anytime this thing runs it over, will charge up the redstone over here. It's very self-explanatory. Observers are very important, especially in big machines. You see, it looks like it's staring at whatever blocks right here, you know? It's very important. Now you go around the back. This shows that's where the output would be, this little red dot. Now go around to the front. If I place a block here, it activates it. And if I break it, it activates it again. Now, whatever happens in here, it'll activate it, except for player movement. It has to kind of be a block. Now, comparators are very, very confusing. Now you see I got this power input coming in. It's very simple. That's power of 8. Now the nice thing is, it output a power of 8. It's kind of like a repeater, sort of, in a way. Over there, output it. Whatever it's inputting, it output. Now you can also put stuff on the sides. This will change stuff. If I enter this 9 over here, bada bing, bada boom, nothing happens. Cuts off the output. This is because if the input from the side over here is a lot more than the one coming in, it'll just shut it off. So we got a 9 over here, I got an 8 over here. So this is the one coming in, this is the one coming in, just shut it off. Now if I add this over here, it's a 6 real quick, at least an example, it'll still be on, since it's less than the 8. Still with me here? Okay, now let's break this. If I right click it, it's on subtract mode. So, what it's going to do is it's going to subtract whatever's coming in from the side, which is 6 in this time, from whatever's coming in. So I put this over here, now I have an output of 1, 2. Because I got an input of 8 coming in, and I got an input of 6. Subtract those, you get 2. Voila! Now comparators have another use also. You can see over here I got this whole setup. It can open a container. I'll put this in here. It'll read whatever's in the container. So if you have one item in here, it'll give you 1 output. Fill up another slot, give you 2 output. And basically, you can do this with anything, including a lectern. So I got managed pages. Increase that a bit. Boom, our output increased. Increase some more. Boom, increased again. This will come in really handy when you're working stuff. You've probably heard of this, but skulk sensor over here. We have it hooked up to a redstone. You can see, whenever I make a jump, boom, made a sound, and activated it. Throw a block, boom, made a sound, activated it. Skulk sensors that are calibrated look like this. Now they have this little amethyst on top that goes to whatever block's next to it. It makes sound, you know, pick it up. Now, if you add a comparator next to it, and add any kind of container, you can just switch this over here, won't work anymore. You see? This won't pick up any more noises. This is because whatever this is, that's the frequency it'll pick up. I'll show it on screen.